party plans to increase its stake in Shell ahead of its fracking plans. Jonathan Deal, Chief Executive of Treasurer of the Karoo Action Group, joins us now on the line for more. Jonathan, you have been very vocal about your concerns with regard to the ANC's involvement with the Shell fracking operations. Maybe if you can highlight these for us.
I think that if one looks at the relationship that Shell has traditionally had with the ANC and the ANC with Shell, it's placing the ANC particularly as the party that's making a decision, or the government that's making a decision on fracking, in both the role of player and referee. And that's one of our concerns. And I have to reiterate to you that irrespective of the political party involved, if they had a relationship with one of the applicants for the mining licenses, we would have the same view. So it's got nothing specifically to do with the ANC.
Jonathan, who funds you?
I beg your pardon?
Who funds you? Where do you get your funding from?
Okay, nice question. Personally, I'm in the hole for 2.5 million rand in this issue over 4 years. That's my personal fund. Other than that, we have about 40,000 rand in the bank as of today, and we do have a very strong alliance with AfriForum, who will take this matter to court. They will pick up the millions of rands that it will cost to get this to the Constitutional Court. So essentially, that's a snapshot of our funding.
So you're in the hole, you say, for 2.5 million rand personally?
Yes.
Why? Why do you do this?
Because it ran away from me at the beginning. I didn't understand the scope of this fight when I got into it 4 years ago, literally 4 years ago this week. And once I had committed, and a number of volunteers around the country had committed their time and effort, I didn't have the motivation, or I couldn't have morally just walk away from it. So I put in about 1 million rand of my personal funds and all of my Goldman Prize money from the United States, which was worth about 1.4 million once it was converted, went into the TKG trust accounts, and that's been used.
One gets your concern about the ANC, but fracking as a whole has transformed the global economy. There are many people all over the world who've benefited considerably from it. Particularly, we're seeing the lower oil price now. Are you against fracking per se, or is it just the way it's conducted?
I have to disagree with you with the fact that you say it's transformed the global economy, and also that many people have benefited from it. In the last few weeks, both New York State and Quebec Province in Canada, in the same week, amongst other countries like France and Bulgaria and Scotland and Germany and the Netherlands, have banned it. Netherlands hasn't banned it, but I'll get back to that now. There were only two reasons that were cited by the Americans and the Canadians, or Quebec Province, when they banned it. One was the medical concerns and the risks of pollution, and the other was that it had failed to prove itself as a viable economic activity. And so what we're seeing across the United States now is that the average shale gas well, even in the sweet spots, the very best recovery areas in a shale gas play, is depleting to sub-economic levels in less than 3 years. So this makes a lie of what we've been told in South Africa of 10 to 15 years production from a shale gas well. So it's not proven. And if you look at energy return on energy investment, this being essentially a financial TV channel, as I understand it anyway, energy return on energy investment, shale gas is at the bottom of the pile.
Yeah, we're going to have to leave it there, but you are in a minority in this, I can assure you. The rest of the world believes that because of fracking we have a lower oil price, and I can assure you with the $2 trillion just in subsidies alone that it's going to be pumped back into the system, lots of people are going to benefit. Sure. But Jonathan Deal does have his point of view. As he told us, he's been doing it for 4 years. He's put 2.5 million rand of his own money into the Karoo Action Group. There's a man on a mission. Well, that's all.